First of all, we have an opportunity where you can invest in trading $100 and it gets changed to over like 6,400 US dollars in 6 months. For over Nigeria, the people from India, South Africa, yes, people are so much excited and interested in what we are trying to explain here. And right about now, I'd like to congratulate each and every one that has actually been praying for this, because the opportunity is now right here on your tables. Yes, the opportunity is right here. So basically, what we do here, we the Go-Getters team, and we're on a mission of duplication and building a tribe of world changers and high achievers. Did you hear world? Meaning that we are now not limited only to a certain community, but we have expounded and we have opened the opportunity to each and every one. Just to make it sound real. We don't want something to sound so good to be true. You know, we have explained these opportunities to some people before and they have sounded so good to be true. So we try so much to stay away from that, and we want to actually explain practical and real stuff or information that can actually be taken by each and every one. So now I present to you an opportunity, because we have said that we are helping people in making money in the markets of cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrency is a very wide and a great large concept. Yes, there are very many ways of how we can make money in cryptocurrencies. Some of them we know the holding, we know spot trading, we have futures trading. Now, our main focus here, because we want to help even the low income earners to expand their opportunities, to grow higher chances of being profitable and make reasonable amounts of money, to targets of making around like times 2 every month of their trading capital, multiplying it times 2. I mean, if someone is trading with 100, they can get profits or return on investments over $100 at the end of the month. I will not be using the ROI, the return on investment, because it may sound and take you to a definition of some other online projects that you have had before. And now this is a different concept. This is real business of trading. You're not going to get your money and give it to a certain application or to a certain system, and everything is just going to be done by them. They decide when you can withdraw your money. They decide when you cannot withdraw your money. You understand? All that nonsense now has been now packed, and it has been put aside by the coming of these podcasts. We are going to make you aware. We are going to make you vigilant so that you can actually be well versed with how some scam projects come up, and maybe you can help yourselves and your communities not to fail trap of those scam projects. So now we have an opportunity of making money in cryptocurrencies. Basically, cryptocurrency is digital currency, meaning it is digital money. Each and every nation world over today, I believe they have their own national mobile money concepts, their digital money concepts. Yes, for us here in Uganda, we call it mobile money. You know, mobile is something that you go with everywhere. Everywhere you go, you'll have it on your mobile. You understand? Mobile, something that you'll move with everywhere you go. So now we have had very many things that have become mobile, but now money as well has become mobile. You understand? Locally, we have digital money that is mobile. But now, that is where you get to develop a question of what the international mobile money concept is, or what the international digital money concept is. Ladies and gentlemen, to make it simple for you, it is cryptocurrency. It is the international digital money or mobile money concept. Money that you can move with everywhere in the world without first exchanging that I'm coming from Uganda, I'm going to Nigeria, I have to exchange my shillings for Naira. No. Yes. The only thing that you have to do, own cryptos, you don't need to exchange them. As you're living in Uganda, if you have crypto, be with your crypto. If you're in Uganda, you will exchange your crypto to shillings. You move with your crypto to Nigeria. When you get there, you exchange your crypto to Naira if you want to chop some money. Yes, you exchange the crypto to Naira and you chop some money. And now to the rest of the world, that is how the crypto concept works. And that concept applies each and everywhere in every nation where you go. But now we are trying to look at the opportunities that we have here. How can we really make money? How can someone start with $100 and turn it to 6,400 US dollars? I'm going to be real. I don't want to be a fake person. I don't want to give false expectations. But I want to bring facts on table so that we get to understand how is this possible, because I and my team, the Go-Getters team, we have a strategy that can help you change or turn $100 to $6,400 doing real business. You can withdraw anytime. You have full control of your money. You're not giving your money to me or any member of my team. You're not going to give your money to any application that is limiting you to withdrawals that you cannot withdraw on a Monday. You can only withdraw in a Friday, and cycling in such a way. Ladies and gentlemen, we are bringing you to your business that is going to be done on crypto exchanges. And right here, we recommend a crypto exchange called Binance. You understand? So basically, cryptocurrency trading, we have said that it is a concept that has two ways of how you can make money in it. The first one is spot trading. That is very safe, but slow in terms of earnings. Very safe. You will never lose your money. You only lose when you want. Because the losses that we incur in spot trading are called temporary losses. They are termed as floating. You understand? It is floating that can never go to permanent, but it is temporary floating. But then slow in terms of performance, in terms of profit generation, it is very, very slow. I repeat, very, very slow. Only in times of an uptrend, that is where you will make money. You never make money in a downtrend. You only have to make money in an uptrend. Even in a sideways market, you don't make money in a sideways that is pointing down. You make money in a sideways that is pointing up. So that is the only disadvantage that we have with spot trading. You may spend a full month without making money if the market is just dropping. But now we get to have an opportunity. Cryptocurrency has given an opportunity where we can make money even in both directions. It sounds pretty good, and it is so much exciting to everyone that may be here at this very point in time. It sounds so exciting to everyone that may be listening to this video right about now. You have struggled to understand the technicalities. Yeah? You have read the candlesticks. You know the types of candlesticks. You know the candlestick patterns. You know the trends, uptrend, sideways. You understand the downtrend. You know all of that nonsense. You know the time zones, the entry point. You can easily determine, but still you have failed to become profitable. Yeah? You know how to place the take profit, the stop losses, but you are hitting more stop losses than take profits. It is a point of wondering. You know how to place the two, but you find yourself as a trader who is taking more of stop losses than take profits. You understand? So all of those concepts and those terminologies combated in what we call artificial intelligence. We have an artificial intelligence robot called YouTrading that is going to help you to trade for you. I don't mean that you should give your money to it. No. You don't need to give your money to this robot. No. The only thing that you need to do is to be in possession of a national identification document. It can be a driving permit. It can be a national ID. It can be an international passport. That will help you to open up an account on Binance. And on getting that, get a referral link from the page where you're seeing this video right now. From the page where you're seeing this video right now. And on getting it, we are going to a process, what is called the process called the API binding. That is application program interface, connectivity of two applications. You may wonder, how does it work? There are two applications and connecting. Have you ever connected a Bluetooth device to another? I mean two phones. You connect Bluetooth device and you share information. You start sharing files, videos, images, and whatsoever. It limits to permissions that you enable. That is the same way how the API binding works. It limits to the permissions that you have enabled of only withdraw, of never to withdraw. You say never to withdraw. So the permissions, they restrict withdrawals. And the only permissions that you enable in the API process between Binance and YouTrading is the enable trading of spot and futures. You understand? And then the robot will be able to view the assets that you have, the balances that you have, the capital that you have in the crypto exchange, and it will be able to trade for you. It will trade for you. Remember, I'm driving you to a concept where you start with $100, and within a period of 6 months, you have close to $6,400. Tested, proven. Tested, proven. You understand? Tested and proven. There is no way of how you will know that it is true, that it is reality, before you actually get into the actual concept that I'm trying to explain here. So it is so vital not only to stop on the information that I'm trying to share here, but to hit the inbox as well, to check the bio and get into the WhatsApp platform where you find a coach that is going to take you through on how the whole of this concept works. You understand? So you only need to be in possession of two applications. It can be Binance in the crypto exchanges. I highly recommend it. And the application, the second one that you need is the U-Trading application. That is an artificial intelligence robot that is going to do the work for you. Now, one of the things that make this robot unique, you don't buy it. You don't buy it. The only thing that you give it is service fee. Other robots on the market, they only actually offer spot trading. They never offer futures. And the futures, we have said, even in the bad markets, you will make money. You understand? Spot trading is the type of trading that you engage, that you participate in when you actually own the real asset. You own the real cryptocurrency. So however much it drops, you never go into a total loss. For as long as you hold that asset, even if for a year, it can bounce back and you make the money. And you'll gain your money that you invested and even go in profits. But now futures trading, cryptocurrency futures trading is defined as a futures trading contract. Is defined as a futures trading contract. It is an agreement that allows investors to bet on future prices of crypto assets, but when they not actually own the crypto assets. You understand? So in futures trading is a bet, is a speculation trading of whether the market is going up. If you determine that the market is going up and it actually goes up, you make profits. When you speculate and determine that the market will go down and you take the direction of down, you will actually make money. That is the first benefit of trading with the futures trading. You make money in both directions. The second advantage is the power of leverage. Leverage is where the crypto exchange is going to lend you money. The crypto exchange is going to lend you money. My Nigeria brothers, the crypto exchange is willing to lend you money. You understand? When it lends you this money, I mean, you come in with $100, but these crypto exchanges, now for example, like Binance, it can multiply that money. It can multiply your money. It can give you loans to up to 125x. That is the leverage that it can give you as a maximum. Meaning that if you get in with your $100 that I'm trying to talk about here, and they give you times 125, that will be 12,500 US dollars. So you enter the market, you place a trade with your $100, but you ask Binance to give you a leverage of 125x. At the end of the day, Binance is counting you as someone that is using 12,500 US dollars. It has given you a loan. Now, for forex traders, the leverage that we have here is called the lot size, the other side. You understand? The higher the lot size, the higher the chances of making very many profits, the higher the chances of losing big if you are to lose. So it is the same concept that applies here. Yes, the higher the leverage, the higher the chances of too much profitability, the higher the chances of losing it all. But now let us take the point, the positive point of making profits. For example, let me say the market, you make profits with the 10%. Now it is not 10% of the $100. It is now 10% of 12,500 US dollars. That is how you find the people telling you, I used $100 and I flipped it to $1,250 in a single trade. Why is that possible? It can only happen with the power of leverage. You don't need to understand all these technicalities. No. The complex stuff that I'm trying to explain here. No, you don't need to understand all that. Just hit my inbox and I help you out on how to get started. I help you out on how to get started, because we have really a great concept and an opportunity that can help you make this money. So now, for us here, with the U-Trading robot, we have a powerful trading strategy that is going to change your $100 to 6,400 US dollars in 6 months. How is this going to happen? We are not going to use a higher leverage, because we said that the higher the leverage, the higher your chances of losing the money. Yes? So we are going to use a minimum leverage of 10x. You understand? So you're going to trade with $100 times the 10x that you're going to get from Binance. So you're going to trade as someone who is having $1,000, but when in real sense, you are using only $100. So what we need from the market every day, you are like someone who is trading with $1,000. What we need in a single day is just 0.3%. Yes, 0.3%. yes, is what we need. 0.35% is what we need. You understand? 0.53%. Meaning that 0.53% of $1,000 is how many dollars? Because we said initially we're using 100, but because Binance has given you a leverage of 10x, now you are someone that you are like someone who is using $1,000. So $1,000 times 3.50 times 0.35x, this will give you $3.5 daily earnings. $3.5 daily earnings. And now for 30 days, this will generate you $105. Remember, you are using $100. Now you are getting 105 at the end of 30 days. Let us count that the $5 are what Binance is charging you. Are what Binance is charging you for transaction charges. Because whenever you place a trade, they charge you. Whenever you are selling, they charge you. Let us count these $5 as the transaction charges. At the end of the month, your 100 we have generated you additional 100, meaning that you go into the second month with the $200. If you compound the calculation that I'm giving you out here of turning $100 to 6,400 US dollars can only happen if you compound this money. You get your capital with the profits that has made, and you keep compounding it to a period of 6 months. You understand? Without withdraw. You can withdraw, but you will never get to the target of 6,400 US dollars. But what I'm talking about here, you are not compounding with a certain untrusted application. You are compounding with a trusted financial application called Binance that is internationally operating with over 278 million users. I repeat, 278 million users. So you are lucky to be one of them. You understand? That world population that is part of Binance. So now, if you go to the second month with your $200, remember we have seen that with every month at least you can make times 2 of your money. So now, $200 times 2. That very month, the second month, you go away with $400. You understand? Go to the third month, 400 times 2. You close off the third month with $800. Remember, you started with 100. With the power of compounding the profits that you have been getting, now you are getting $800 by the end of the third month. Now we go to the fourth month times 2. By the end of the fourth month, you have 1,600 US dollars. By the end of the fifth month times 2, you have 3,200 US dollars. Every amount of money that you get into the second month with, it gets doubled times 2. By the sixth month times 2, you find yourself with 6,400 US dollars. But when you started initially with $100, the only thing that you need to get started and to unlock the opportunity of growing your finances, because all we are working towards is actually what we call financial freedom and time freedom. And I can tell you, I personally and my Go Getters team, we have really gone through the dynamics of anything that you need to be profitable out of the crypto market with the help of the artificial intelligence robot called YouTrading. So really have a way, get it to the inbox and we see on how we can help each other. Mr. Go Getter is my name. Go Getters team, get up, get it done. Till we meet again.